are the San Francisco 49ers on the verge of a major shakeup in their defensive line. With whispers of a key departure that could reshape the roster, fans are on the edge of their seats. As the team looks to bounce back from a disappointing season, speculation is swirling about a potential draft pick that could bring back memories of one of the franchise's greats. Stay tuned as we dive into the latest buzz surrounding the 49ers. The San Francisco 49ers are gearing up for a pivotal offseason, and with the NFL draft just around the corner, the buzz around potential picks is heating up. Recent reports from the Pro Football Network have sparked some intriguing conversations about our defensive line. After a disappointing 6-11 season, the team is looking to make significant improvements, particularly in the trenches where they struggled last year. One of the more eye-catching predictions comes from analyst Jacob Infante, who believes the 49ers will target a defensive lineman early in the 2025 NFL Draft. Specifically, he suggests that San Francisco will select Derek Harmon, a defensive tackle from Oregon, with the 11th overall pick. This is a significant move to consider, especially as we reflect on the struggles of our current defensive line, which seem to fall short of expectations last season. Now, let's talk about Javon Hargrave. The 49ers brought him in as a marquee free agent signing, but his time in the Bay Area has been less than stellar. With a career-low defensive grade of 60.6 from Pro Football Focus last season, and a partially torn triceps that limited his contributions, it seems the team is ready to move on. Reports indicate that the 49ers might designate Hargrave for a post-June worst cut, which opens the door for a potential return under more favorable terms. But honestly, do we want to bring back a player who didn't deliver the impact we were hoping for? It's a tough call, and it's one that could weigh heavily on the team's future. Harmon, on the other hand, offers a fresh perspective. Infante draws an interesting comparison between him and former first-round pick DeForest Buckner. Both are long, athletic defensive tackles from Oregon, known for their quick hands and ability to rush the passer. Harmon's stats from last season are impressive: 45 tackles, including 11 for loss, 5 sacks, and 2 forced fumbles. He's shown the potential to develop into a Pro Bowl-caliber player, and that's exciting for a franchise that has seen the importance of elite defensive tackles firsthand. Now, I can't help but feel a mix of optimism and trepidation about this potential move. While the idea of drafting a player who could become the next Buckner is tantalizing, there's always the risk that he won't pan out as we hope. The 49ers have had their share of draft hits and misses, and we all remember the heartbreak of passing on a franchise-changing player in previous drafts. As we gear up for the draft on April 24th in Green Bay, Wisconsin, I want to hear from you, the 49ers faithful. Do you think targeting Harmon is the right move? Could he be the anchor our defensive line desperately needs, or are we setting ourselves up for disappointment yet again? Honestly, I'm torn about this decision. The potential is there, but the stakes are high, and we need to make the right choices to turn this franchise around. Let's take a moment to reflect on what this means for our team's future. If the 49ers can secure Harmon, we could be looking at a new chapter in our defensive strategy. This could help us shore up the line against the run and provide that much-needed pass rush that has been lacking. It's about building a formidable defense that can compete at the highest level, especially in a division that features some potent offenses. And you? What do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Are you excited about the prospect? Of Derek Harmon donning the red and gold? Or do you think we should be looking in a different direction? This is a crucial time for our franchise, and your voice matters as we navigate these important decisions. Jauan Jennings, a name we've all been talking about lately, just experienced a roller coaster of emotions. You remember last week when he faced scrutiny for that excessive blocking penalty? Well, this week we're revisiting the topic, but with a twist. Jennings won't be facing any fines for that unnecessary roughness incident that led to his ejection in Week 18. While that's a small victory for Jennings, it's overshadowed by the fact that he fell just 25 yards short of his first ever 1,000-yard season. That's right, folks. He finished the season with 975 yards. You can't help but feel a mix of frustration and sympathy for him. Now let's break down what happened. Jennings got tangled up with Sean Murphy Bunting from the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL decided to throw the flag on Jennings, resulting in both players being ejected. Interestingly, the league did find Murphy Bunting guilty enough to slap him with an $11,117 fine. Yet, Jennings walks away with no financial penalty. It raises some eyebrows, doesn't it? Did he get the short end of the stick with that ejection? Was it really warranted? I'm left wondering if the officials correctly assessed the situation. The absence of a fine suggests that perhaps Jennings didn't engage in the kind of egregious behavior that would merit one. It's one thing to get a penalty, it's another to be thrown out of the game. The NFL's inconsistency in officiating continues to frustrate fans and players alike. The idea that Jennings could have achieved a milestone season only to be penalized in such a way is heartbreaking. He'll forever remember this season as one of what could have been. It's a harsh reality, especially for a player eager to prove himself in the league. As a die-hard 49ers fan, I can tell you that these moments weigh heavily on us. We invest our emotions, hopes, and dreams into every play, every game. Jennings' near miss at 1,000 yards is a reminder of how fragile success can be in the NFL. You have to wonder, was this incident a turning point for him? How will it affect his confidence moving forward? Will he come back stronger, or will this linger in his mind? This season has seen its fair share of ups and downs, and just when we thought we were making strides, these setbacks occur. The 49ers have a bright future, but moments like this can cast a shadow on the team's momentum. Jennings is a key piece to our offensive puzzle, and every yard counts. The potential to reach that 1,000-yard mark was not just a personal milestone for him, it would have sent a message to the entire league. I'm here to stay. And here's the kicker. The inconsistency in officiating is not just about Jennings. It's a broader issue impacting the league as a whole. Fans are left scratching their heads, questioning the decision-making processes that lead to such critical game-changing moments. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, you want the game to be played fiercely and competitively, but on the other, you don't want to see players unfairly penalized or ejected for incidents that may not warrant such severe consequences. So, what does this mean for Jennings and the 49ers moving forward? Will he channel this frustration into motivation for next season? I can't help but feel that if he can build off this experience, it could fuel him to not only hit that 1,000-yard mark, but exceed it. This is where we, as fans, can play a role. We need to rally behind our players, support them through thick and thin, and keep that energy alive as we move into the off-season. And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Do you believe Jennings will bounce back stronger? Will the 49ers find a way to overcome these challenges in the next season? Let's spark that conversation. Don't forget to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. If you're passionate about the 49ers like I am, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to stay connected. Let's keep the faith and hope for a brighter future with our team. The journey is just beginning.